Hey, what's going on guys? My name's Craviator. Welcome back to a very long awaited video from my channel. It's probably been like 4 or 5 months since I've actually made a video. Reasons being was I was actually really going to get into doing YouTube and video stuff. But then in October, my house was on for sale, and at that current time my internet went down to speeds of roughly around about 100 kilobytes per second, and the internet provider didn't know what was happening. They kept on coming out, nothing was happened, and then my house got sold, and then we moved house, of course, into our new house, which we didn't have internet for 3 weeks, and now I haven't even, until to a couple of probably like 3 or 4 days ago, I didn't actually even set up my PC for recording and all that kind of stuff. So I do apologize. My setup at the moment, I'm going to post out a tweet after I do this video, how crazy cramped my setup is at the moment. I still haven't even got it perfect. There's wires everywhere. My keyboard's on top of my Xbox as I'm speaking, so I do apologize for not making some content for you guys. I know you guys do like to see some of my tuning guides and stuff like that, but I'm going to try and do some more for 2017. I've got a couple of goals for 2017. First off, the mini goal is to actually get to 1,000 subscribers by probably, I'm hoping, or I'm being optimistic, by end of February. After that, I want to get to 10,000 by, I don't know, the end of the year. I wanted to say December. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, so that's going to be the dream for this year, 10,000 subs. And yeah, I'm going to need your guys' support for this one as well. So if you do, there's going to be a shout out to me. If you can share the video and all that kind of stuff, that would be absolutely incredibly, I'll be incredibly thankful for that. Anyway guys, back to the video at hand. Today, for the very first video of 2017 that I'm doing, is going to be a cracker of a car. I believe it is the fastest car in a straight line in the game. If you guys don't know what it is, it's the Jaguar D-Type, and it's for A-Class. Now this car is incredibly fast. It can get up to 270 miles per hour, which is just ridiculously quick. And it was a tough car to drive in, especially at those types of speeds. So I did try to tame it as best as possible. Just warning, it is not a very good. It's got quite good handling stats for the speed it has, but it's still quite of a handful of a car. So just a bit of a warning there. So let's get to it. So what you're going to need is to go to find a car, and you're going to need the Jaguar D-Type. I'm pretty sure it's one of the most expensive cars in the game. Where is it? It's like 1.5 million credits. If you got that, that's good. Once you bought that one, we're going to go to Upgrade Shop, Conversion, Engine Swap, and we're going to put the big 6-litre V12 race engine in it. That's what we're going to throw in. Once you got that one in, we're going to go to Twin Turbos. We're going to put that on. As you can see from the stats, the speed is 10.00, so it has some crazy speed. We're going to go to the race engine parts, so we're going to put the air filter, race air filter, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, race camshaft, race valves, race engine block or displacement, race pistons and compression, and we're going to keep the intercooler stock. So we're going to have all the engine upgrades for power except for the intercooler, and also we're going to have the race flywheel as well. For the brakes, we're going to put race brakes on it, springs of course, the race roll bars, front and rear, and we're going to keep that roll cage stock. Now for the transmission, we're going to throw a sports transmission in it because you actually lose PI from a stock transmission to a sports transmission, and you also lose PI when you go from a stock to a race, but you lose more for a sport. So all we need is the sport, because we're just going to change the final drive for this car. Driveline, we're going to put a race driveline in it, and we're going to throw in that race differential, and we're going to go to tyres and rims. We're going to keep the stock tyres, stock front width, stock rear tyre width, and the rims we're going to throw in, I'm pretty sure they're in this one. It's the Mickey Thompson ET Drags. You can have whatever rim you want. I like them on this car because they look pretty cool. Suits like all the pivots and stuff like that, so that's why I chose it. So you can have any rim you want, and the rim style is stock. Rim size is stock on the front and stock on the rear. And I'm pretty sure there is no front bumper because it's 10 speed, and we got so no downforce car. It's all about speed, and as you can see, it's got 10 speed, 5 handling, 8.2 acceleration, and 4.7 brakes. The power is 1118 horsepower. The torque is 791 pounds per foot, and the weight is 2172 pounds. So that's the stats you need for this one, guys. Once you've got that, we're going to go to test the car, tune the car, sorry. And as always, my tyre pressures are 30-30. Now, for the final drive, there's 2 final drives you can have. The first one is 290. Now, this is for the LaSafs. It does top out at around about 255, 258 down the straightaways, but it's all about the acceleration that you need, because once you go a little bit too tall, it starts to lose that little bit of power. That's for the LaSaf. Now for the Classic, I would recommend roughly from 260 to 270, just to give it that extra little bit of horsepower. See, it goes from 250, I think it was, hang on, we got 270 horsepower, 271 miles per hour at 260, and at 290 we have 252. So it's a bit of a difference, 19 miles per hour, but this obviously the Classic has the really long back straight, and the LaSaf has the chicanes. So that's what you want if you want to go to the Classic. Go around 260 to 270, find where you want. I had it at 265, but I do think it can go a little bit quicker at 260. But yeah, that's where I go. As a ballpark figure, I go from 260 to 270. It's all up to you guys. Now, the alignment is negative 1.4 on the front for camber and negative 0.8 on the rear, 0 toe, and 5 caster. And now the anti-roll bars are 20 on the front, or 20.5 on the front and 15.3 on the rear. Springs are 450 on the front, 350 on the rear. I'm trying to get that extra grip as possible to the rear, so it doesn't actually lose control and lose as much traction as it does. This car is built for traction control, should I just say quickly now. Yeah, so that's why I'm making the front a lot stiffer as well. The ride height, I made it all the way to the top, so maximum ride height, because the car does bottom out, and when you bottom out at that type of speeds, you do lose control, and it's a bit crazy, and it's a bit of a ride, it's a bit of a handful, so that's why I increased it all the way to the top. Dampening, it's 10.5 on the front, 10.5 on the rear. Bump, 2.4 on the front, and 3 on the rear. And we have no downforce part, so the downforce is stock. Brakes or whatever you want. I have it at 48% on the balance and 150 on pressure. And for the last but not least, differential is 100% on the acceleration and 0% on the deceleration. Now guys, that's the end of the tune. This car is actually really fast. You guys should give it a go. It is incredibly fast at Le Mans. I'll just take you there now. That's in B. I want A. Where are you? The SAF. So I just got first a couple of days ago here by a whopping 6/10. It can go into the 353s, but like I said, this car is a handful and is an incredibly fast car. It will definitely get first at the night. I'm not too sure about in the rain, but I think it might. Give it a go. I'll give it a go in a couple of days and see if I can actually get in first in the rain. But it will definitely get night and day. As you can see, it's already got day, and it will definitely get night and day on the classic as well. Not sure about the rain. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you do enjoy this tune and building guide. If you did, please give us a like, share, favorite, all that kind of stuff. It is really appreciated. And I will see you guys very, very soon.